Mike Lee joins us this morning. Let's talk port strike, Mike. If the strike continues for longer than a week, at what point does I just want to know, at what point does the port strike become a negative for the market? After 1 week or 2 weeks? How long does it take to be a negative for the market first?
Well, look, Stuart, I think if it goes on for more than a few days and it looks like there's no resolution in sight, it will have a negative effect. But as long as the market believes it's going to be resolved in a timely fashion, whether that be 1 week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, I think the market will take it in stride. I mean, we just had a spectacular quarter where something like 393 out of the 500 S&P stocks were up. So there's a lot of momentum and strength behind the equity market right now. Okay. And it's important to remember the stock market is not the economy and the economy is not the stock market.
Okay, so if it goes on for, just let's say 2 weeks, the strike lasts 2 weeks, which stocks take a hit?
Yeah, you know, I think you start to see a broad-based sell-off in the overall market, and then you see the cyclicals. So your normal consumer names, so your Walmarts, your Targets, your Amazons, because it's just going to be hard for people to get goods. Okay. That will start selling off in the whole market.
Okay. Now let's talk about the economy. At which point does the economy take a hit? 1 week, 2 weeks, or a month? I presume the economy gets a real hit if it goes on for a month, right?
Yeah, look, I think within a few days, it's a negative economic impact because you start to create log jams that take time to resume themselves. I mean, this is a disaster, and it's a completely avoidable disaster. These contracts don't just pop up. They've known about this for months, and again, you have an administration that's concerned with God only knows, not resolving things for the American people.
Okay. Quick question on the debate. Is the debate important for the market tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. There has been an all-out assault in the media on J.D. Vance and universal praise for Tim Walz. And I think, in relation to Tim Walz, we're going to find out the emperor has no clothes and that there's a reason why Hillbilly Elegy, was a top movie on Netflix right after J.D. Vance was announced, and his book resurfaced to the top of the bestseller list. I think this is a seminal moment for one of the bright stars of our country for a coming out party tonight. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a huge positive for conservatives who want this election to go in their favor.
Well, Mike Lee doesn't hold back, does he? I'll raise one more issue that you've treated in the same way. Last time you were on, you said that Palantir was the best investment in your lifetime. Best to get into it right now, because you've never seen anything as good as this, including NVIDIA. You still feel that way about Palantir?
Yeah, absolutely, Stuart. Look, it would have been better to buy the stock when it was cheaper. But, transformational technology stocks are, they're rarely cheap, but they're never as expensive as they appear when you simply look at forward estimates. According to Bank of America, I happen to agree with this. It's the most misunderstood stock on Wall Street. And just one quick stat to kind of put in your mind. A year ago, they didn't have any hospital business, and now they're in charge of about 14% of all hospital bed allocation across the country. It is a transformational software that will change the world. I think the stock is going much, much higher. There's one market, the ERP market, that they could completely take over. That's a $70 billion market. The company only does about $3.5–4 billion in revenue at the moment. So the upside is unbelievable for this company.
We got it, Mike. You'll love him. Mike Lee on Palantir. Thanks very much, Mike. That was all good stuff today. Come back and see us real soon.